As you probably guessed from the title, today we are going to be doing a sequel, which I've probably never even done before, but today we are going to be doing a sequel to one of my videos which went down good. I was proud of it, so I'm doing it again. I mean, I was looking at the wrong camera. But yeah, I'm doing it again today, and wish me luck, I guess. Welcome to reacting to old stories 2. If you haven't seen the first one, I highly recommend you go and see it. I'm proud of that video, you know, it's an old school BennyDubs video. Can't beat it really, can you? I was trying to think of something else to introduce that blue folder, but that wasn't working, was it? That was the only thing I thought of. I'm going with that anyway. But yes, this is my folder which I keep all of my stories in. I'm not going to explain it again. If you want a full-on detailed explanation, go to my first video. I've explained it all there literally. But today we are going to be reading. It's the wrong way around for a start, isn't it, Ben? The last one we read was called Tudor FC. That didn't make any sense really. I mean, not like this episode different. I did do a story called Bad Santa. I was going to do that for a Christmas special, but unfortunately I was gone for 8 months, so But today I'm going to be reading you a classic, an absolute classic. I did a lot of these. I've actually done 6, but yes, today we're going to be reacting to why have I got to put an accent every Right, let's get straight into it. This is Cage Break Jaw. I believe I was in the I think I was like 12, 13. I mean, I'm 17 now, so you do the maths. There was a 19-year-old teenager who dreamed of being a world champion cage fighter. He went to a gym every weekend and punched a bag for an hour. That really determines if you're a fighter, doesn't it? Really. The man who owned the gym always told him to go because they were shutting up. He hit the bag with great force and kept on sweating and punching until he fell on the floor, gasping for air. I mean, you just look like a maniac, aren't you? Just in the gym, punching out of a bag. You literally are, aren't you? He told to stop. He told to stop. I mean, he has been told to stop. Like, he told to stop. Again, Ben was a bit of a Oh, broke my folder. Mum. Oh, what have I done? I broke my folder. The man's face went gloomy and confused. Back at his place, he was feeling tearful that he tried but failed many times. The next morning he saw a poster that inspired him to fight once more, but this time it was for qualifying cage fighters. I mean, that's just coinkydink, isn't it? It's just literally just As soon as he saw the poster, he came running to the gym for a major workout. He started to hammer the bag and punch, but he never had boxing gloves on. He was pounding for dear life. I mean, I've really got a thing about pounding, haven't I? I really have. Oh, what's this? Oh, sorry, I'm Logan Paul. He practiced to kick a metal lamppost but hurt his foot. He frowned and kicked it again but harder. In fact, he kept kicking it and his foot started to cut open and bleed. The owner ran out to break and pushed him away from the lamppost, which had blood splattered up it. I mean, if you want to be a cage fighter, you don't really do that, do you? I mean, like, it really just doesn't make any sense. I mean, today was the day where he had to win and chase his dream. His first opponent was a kickboxer called Black Cobra. They stood up and shook hands and got into fighting positions. The referee blew the whistle and Black Cobra came in with a deadly blow to the legs and took him to the floor with a mental sweep. A mental sweep. Where? He fell to the ground and grabbed onto his leg and twisted it. and he turned left and uppercutted him in the face, leading them to a tangle on the ground. He got on top of him and punched him 3 times in the face. Well, I didn't realize this was a graphic novel. Jesus Christ. He started to bleed from the nose. He kicked away and put his leg into his crutch. It's a graphic novel, isn't it? It's a graphic novel, I swear. He got up and they punched each other until they both looked too wobbly with hardly any energy left in their beaten bodies. All of a sudden, he had a burst of energy and uppercutted him and he fell to the floor. Apparently, it was the strongest punch in the competition, but I mean, I didn't really spell competition right. I spelt it C-O-M-P-L-E-T-I-O-N. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the story of Cage Breakjaw. Until next time, of course. Right, okay, because that was so goddamn bad. Let's read number 2. Oh god, dear lord. News came flashing on and a news reporter was standing outside the fighting destination where they had the battle. He signed and walked out into the misty air. The manager came out and asked him what was wrong. The manager told him he was fighting the 3rd round and he said that he would manage him. He stood and shouted, "I am Cage Breakjaw." What I don't understand about that, right? Apparently he's already got a manager and then the manager just said he's going to manage him. Don't think the story can get any more dumb, to be honest. I mean, he walked over to him and said, "Nick." Name's Nick. His look seemed like he was extremely confused. He was getting ready for the 2nd round of the competition. His manager was at ringside talking to the referee. Cage got into the ring and took off his big gown and chucked a full bottle of water over his face and shook his head. They faced each other in the ring and his opponent. Cage looked at him and must have came from the sky. That just makes no sense. Oh, you dirty whore. His name was Big Freak, or the Beast. He was 6'7" and his muscles were literally pumping out of his body. Alright then, so how's he gonna beat him then? Cage stepped back up to him and looked him into his eyes and got into his position. The fight began and Cage tried to swipe to the face but horribly failed. The Beast punched him and made Cage bleed from the nose. He fell over in pain and frustration. He rose and kicked him again and again until the Beast tossed him over the ropes and fell headfirst into the crowd. He bled and bled. He got onto the ropes and uppercutted the Beast and the crowd went silent. In that last split second he imagined him getting up and finishing him for good, but he did not get up. He won and he cheered as he goes off to continue in his adventure in the 3rd round, but he knew if he lost he was out of the competition. On the other hand, if he won, he'll be brawling in the semi-final. I mean, if you ever want to be like Cage, you know, just if you ever want to be like Cage, you know, just beat it out of a lamppost. Have 2 managers. I wasn't swearing, by the way, I just put 2. Have 2 managers and just basically have the strongest punch in the world, really, to just bust up this 6'7" guy. You know, Cage Breakjaw 3 is a bit long. I don't think I'm gonna do all that. That's quite a lot. I mean, but yeah, if you do want to see the rest of these Cage Breakjaws, please leave a like down below and subscribe to my channel. I post every week now. 1 video per 2 days. I just couldn't do it. I mean, a video every week, like, I'm trying. Just got a lot of personal stuff on my plate at the moment. Also, if I haven't clarified, I have a rabbit. Called Binky, and I'm gonna show you him now. Yeah, right boy, like that. Right, so this is Binky. It's a very composed rabbit. It's a male, but it has a pink cage. Can we just talk about that? Do you think Binky wants to kill me?
What do you think, Ben? Obviously.
That's it for today's video. I really hope you've enjoyed. If you have enjoyed it, please leave a like down below, subscribe to my channel. As I said before, I post every single week. I do another sequel to one of my videos. Any video suggestions, please leave them down in the comments below, please. And yeah, this is BennyDubs live from his own kitchen. Yeah, I filmed it in my kitchen, you know. But yeah, thank you for watching. And peace. The last one